another trip. Yay. Another surgery. So, I'm not going to get too deep into that because you guys already know the problems. You guys, if you're following me on Instagram and Facebook and all that shit, you probably already know. But I'm not bringing I'm bringing doom and gloom, but I'm not bringing that kind of doom and gloom. So in case you guys are wondering if over the next little bit you don't see much out of me, you'll know why. So Metal Marty Mac is having a 200 subscriber contest. He's over that now, I believe. Good job on you, pal. Love your channel. I've watched a few videos, but they're just, I haven't had a chance to comment. Life's busy. So for those of you guys who know, he's basically, this is like one of the easiest contests I think probably ever. Show anywhere between 3 to 5 records that you would recommend to him, basically. So I watched Gordon's video and that was good. I love that Spirit Caravan record. The other two I don't have, but I probably should get them because Dead Witches is really good. And I think it's With the Dead is the one that Lee Dorian's in. I think it's with the Dead or Within the Dead. But pretty much anything that those guys touch is going to turn to gold anyways. Alright, so I hope that he already doesn't have these. Because if he does, I'm going to feel like an idiot. But because of things that have gone on, over the last little while, it's kind of hard for me to keep up on all the channels. I mean, I know he's mentioned stuff about this year, but I'm just going to give recommendations. And hopefully it works out. Because I think the Spirit Caravan record, I think that's like older. Anywho. This record here, this is Cathedral's debut record, Forest of Equilibrium. This is really doomy, really slow. Big old fat crushing riffs, just skull crushing, just mangles your friggin' brains if you're into that sort of thing, which I am. This is a reissue from Earache Records. I didn't get the vinyl because I saw this in one of the record stores I'm a big fan of, called Riff Raff Records. These guys probably have some of the best and weirdest doom album covers, so that is number one. That is my first recommendation. Second, keeping in touch with Gordon's pick of Spirit Caravan, I'm going with this here. Now, this is the Obsess debut record. Now, this is a re-release that came out in 2017. This originally came out in 1990. And it's got Ed Guley on the drums, Mark Lau on the bass guitar, and of course Scott on vocals and guitar. And as you can see off to the side here, there's Wino himself, there's Ed, and there's Mark. Now, this is a double record. It has the original reissued, remastered. It has 1984 unreleased Concrete Cancer demo. And then, of course, live at the Bayou set from April 15th, 1985. So this is kind of when they were like before they actually became the Obsessed kind of thing. And of course, this was out on Relapse Records. So if you can get a hold of this, man, this cost me like $12 American, so I can't complain. It's an amazing record. Now, this is not really, it's not full-blown doom. This is more along the lines of, like, sort of stoner-ish, with a really heavy element of blues, especially the first track on here, Tombstone Highway. I think you'll like that a lot. Now, a record that I know nobody has has shown outside of me showing it in the vinyl community. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This band is really it's really sort of hard to get into these guys because their songs are quite long. And that's Yob. Now, these guys are from, oh my lord, Washington. Let's see, like in the, not Seattle, Portland, Oregon. Sorry, Portland, Oregon is where they're from. 1, 2, 3. So 6 tracks here. Some people were like, "Oh, well, it's only an EP." No, it's a full album because you got to look at the song. So this is called Our Raw Heart, and this come out 2018. I was super late to the party getting to it, but I fell in love with these guys after watching a few videos of them being on Banger TV. Sarah Kinningham also is a huge fan of these guys. Probably this and The Great Cessation are my favorite records. This here, Ablaze, is pretty big. It's a pretty crushing song. These guys are slow, but they're very melodic at the same time. And The Screen. So The Screen is their second song on this album, and it's very lurching. It's like very plodding, very just bah. You make the face and you're bah. You make the face and you're bah. In Reverie, Lungs Reach is really good as well. Beauty and Falling Leaves, there's a lot of melody there, but probably my favorite track out of the last 2.5 years that's been released as a Doom song is definitely Our Raw Heart. Now that's a far more melodic track, but it has these beautiful notes over the top, and then it's bah, and these big chords, and when you listen to the drums, it's a 14-minute song, and you're just like, oh my fuck, the drums are playing so slow, you're like, how does a guy play that slow? And it's, for these guys, it's simple. Definitely must need in your collection. Now, there's in The Screen, there's a little bit of that sort of low guttural, but it's like, it's not to the point where it's like, it's not Cannibal Corpse. It's more like, that sort of dark vocal. It's not guttural. It's just a lower register. But when you listen to Mike Scheidt sing on this, I think you'll like it. I think for those guys who love the Doom stuff and yet love the death doom and death metal, well, not necessarily death metal, but death doom, like I think some of you guys will like this. It's a little bit cleaner vocal. Give it a whirl. It's not everybody's cup of tea, I understand. And last but not least, I'm going to only show 4 here, because I'm sure Marty's got probably enough of the records on here. And I actually before I go to the last one, I'll bring this one up too. I don't know if you have this. This is also The Obsessed. This is more stoner and doom. This is Sacred by The Obsessed. So I picked that up. I actually picked that up at the same time as I grabbed the first Obsessed record and Yob. I basically got them pretty well off for like a $12 American, so it was a pretty good deal. And last but not least, since Electric Wizard got thrown around in Gordon's a lot, I picked this up on Record Store Day. It's not a Record Store Day release. It is just one that the band released, and it is Electric Wizard's Time to Die. Picked this up on a really great gatefold. The inner sleeve is fucking epic as fuck. You can see the sort of like a t-shirt down there, and this sort of dark, sort of dreary, but yet very beautiful sort of Black Sabbath-esque sort of artwork. Well, just basically a picture, really. Oh, and that's actually like a little Electric Wizard jean jacket down there, if you can see. Released. So this is basically a 2014 release, but I picked it up on, as I say, on Record Store Day. And there's all the tracks there. License or Incense for the Damned was good. Time to Die is good. We Love the Dead is fucking crushing. Destroy Those Who Love God. Funeral for Your Wind, or no, Funeral for Your Mind, and Saturn Dethroned. So Funeral for Your Mind and Saturn Dethroned are probably the absolute most crushing tracks on this record. And this come out, this was under exclusive license to Spine Farm Records, but also, as you can see down here too, it's Witchfinder Records as well. So that's that. So Electric Wizard's Time to Die, the two Obsessed records, and those are right here, Obsessed and Sacred, Cathedral, and last but not least, Yob. Y'all need to get in on this, and I'm going to try to stay up to date with as many of your guys' videos. I get the notifications. I've clicked on the bells. We're going to see how things go. I've wanted to make a few videos over the last little bit, but I just haven't been there. Trying to do some stuff with the band, trying to get that on tap. I've been helping out with the studio that's floating around, and I'm going to be doing vocals on a record of a buddy of mine too, so I got to work on that, but such is life, and this is the way she goes. Stay heavy, my friends. Never forget.